Again, when you're just looking at law of probabilities, what's the likelihood that this dog's behavior from the documentation we have went from 0 to 100?
Mhm.
So that's a challenge there that I'm having when you're looking at law of probabilities. And then you have the other probability that there was violence between whose home was it again?
Alberts. Brian
Albert's
Alberts,
home
yeah.
and O'Keefe.
Yeah.
Once again, you look at the documentation, you look at reports of Albert's behavior towards O'Keefe and all the people involved. Has there ever been reports of that happening? Has there ever been escalations of violence or indications of aggression between those two or Albert and anyone?
Mhm.
There's not. So what's the likelihood and law of probability of that going from 0 to 100?
Mhm.
And then we just look at the law of probability of what's the probability of someone being over intoxicated, inebriated, accidentally backing into someone and hitting them. Again, we're just looking at law of probabilities.
Yeah. And also, if you're looking at the law of probabilities, what's the probability? Let's go down the road for a moment of the story that he was beaten up in the house.
Mhm.
Somehow the dog was involved in some way, shape, or form, which again still doesn't make a lot of sense, or when or how this dog becomes involved. But let's say this something happened in there, and then what's the probability that a house full of cops who investigate this sort of stuff, who investigate crimes and bad behavior all the time, would find it to be a bright idea to drag him out to the front lawn and drop him right there? Um, Not like in the path of the snowplow, not back behind the house where there's a railroad track, but literally just on the front lawn, right there. It's snowing. Eventually, yeah, he's going to get covered, but he's laying there initially where there isn't snow. So they thought if they killed him, this would be a great idea. Drag him to the front yard where he's still visible when cars are driving by.
And
What's
I know,
that probability?
and then we can and Tony, let's back it up even a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah,
earlier into the evening and night.
yeah,
So this isn't like O'Keefe just showed up at Albert's house uninvited.
yeah.
This was an invite. This was an after party. This was let's keep it going.
Hmm.
That's not something you do with people that have animosity towards you, that want to have a
No,
fight with you, want to escalate the behavior, and then stick their dog on you.
no,
But you see
no.
what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
all the data points of consistency with behavior are incongruent with what the fence is claiming.
Yes.
And so there you go.